You're 30, or close to it. And when you actually stop and look at your bank account, really look, there's almost nothing there. No savings, no investments, no cushion. Just a number that's supposed to represent your financial life so far. And the feeling that everyone around you already figured this out, while you were just living. Today, we're not going to talk about how you got here. We're not going to make you feel bad about the past. We're going to talk about what you do right now, starting today. Because at 30, it's not too late, but you can't afford to wait anymore. Let's get one thing out of the way first. Starting at 30 with nothing saved is not a life sentence. It is not a guarantee of failure, and it is not as uncommon as social media makes it look. The highlight reels you see online, the vacations, the apartments, the investment portfolios, they represent a small fraction of reality. Most people your age are in the exact same place, earning money, spending money, wondering where it all goes. But here's what actually matters. You have time. Not infinite time, but real, meaningful time. A 30-year-old who starts building wealth today still has 35 years before the traditional retirement age. 35 years of compounding, 35 years of growth, 35 years that most people waste waiting for the right moment that never comes. The right moment is now, not next month, not after the next raise, now. Here's something nobody tells you. Your 30s are not a financial disadvantage. They are a financial superpower if you use them correctly. In your 20s, you had energy but no clarity, no real income, no understanding of who you were or what you actually wanted from life. Most financial decisions made in your 20s were emotional, impulsive, and driven by identity rather than strategy. In your 30s, you know things. You know what matters to you. You know your earning potential. You know your spending triggers. You know which relationships cost you money and which ones build you up. You have a level of self-awareness that 22-year-old you simply did not have. That self-awareness is worth more than 5 years of early investing by someone who has no idea what they're doing. The question is, are you going to use it? Here is exactly what to do. Not theory, not inspiration. 5 concrete moves, in order. Move 1. Stop the bleeding. Before you invest a single dollar, you need to know where your money is going. Every dollar. Open a spreadsheet or a notes app right now and write down every expense from last month. Every subscription, every dinner, every impulse purchase, every transfer you made to someone and forgot about. You will find money you didn't know you were losing. Everyone does. The average person discovers between $200 and $400 per month in forgotten or unnecessary spending the first time they actually look. That money is your starting capital. It was always there. Move 2. Build a 1-month cushion first. Before you pay off debt aggressively, before you invest, before anything else, you need 1 month of living expenses sitting in a separate account that you do not touch. This is not an investment. It is not supposed to grow. It is a psychological foundation. Without it, every unexpected expense sends you back to zero and back into debt. With it, you can think clearly. You can make decisions from stability rather than panic. Figure out what 1 month costs you. Save that amount first. Everything else comes after. Move 3. Kill high-interest debt. If you have credit card debt or any debt above 10% interest, this is your investment. Paying off a credit card charging 20% interest is the equivalent of getting a guaranteed 20% return on your money. No stock market in the world offers that guaranteed.
Attack the highest interest debt first. Pay minimums on everything else. Throw every extra dollar at the most expensive debt until it's gone. Then move to the next one. This is not exciting. It is not glamorous, but it is the highest return investment available to you right now. Move 4. Start investing, even small. Once the bleeding is stopped and the high-interest debt is handled, you invest, and you start now, not when you have more money. Here is what compounding actually means in real life. If you invest $300 per month starting at age 30 with an average annual return of 8%, by age 65 you will have over $600,000. $300 a month, that's $10 a day, the cost of 2 coffees and a sandwich. The math is not complicated, the discipline is. Automate your investment the same day you get paid, before you see the money, before you can spend it. Set it and forget it. Your future self will thank you in a way that your current self cannot fully imagine. Move 5. Increase your income and invest the difference. Saving and cutting expenses will only take you so far. At some point, the math requires more income. Not a second job you hate, not a side hustle that burns you out, a strategic skill upgrade that increases what your time is worth. What can you learn in the next 12 months that would make you worth significantly more to an employer or a client? One skill, one certification, one area of deep expertise. The people who build real wealth in their 30s are not just savers, they are growers. They invest in themselves as aggressively as they invest in the market. Now let me tell you the one thing that destroys every plan I just described: comparison. You start making progress, you save your first $1,000, you pay off a card, you make your first investment, and then you open Instagram and see someone your age buying a house, or someone 2 years younger talking about their portfolio, and something in you deflates. This is the trap. Everyone is on a different track with different starting points, different family situations, different incomes, different luck. The person showing off their financial wins online is showing you their highlight reel, not their full picture. You do not know their debt, you do not know their stress, you do not know what they are not showing you. The only comparison that matters is you versus you from 6 months ago. Are you further along? Are you learning? Are you moving? That is the only scoreboard that is real. Let me show you 2 futures. Person A is 30 today, with 0 savings. They read this, they feel inspired. They do nothing. They wait for a better time. At 40, still 0, still living paycheck to paycheck, but now with 10 fewer years of compounding. The regret is starting to feel heavy. Person B is 30 today with 0 savings. They read this. They make one move this week, then another next month. They are not perfect. They slip up. They have bad months, but they keep going. At 40, they have a cushion, a growing investment account, and for the first time in their adult life, options. The feeling of options is something they cannot put a price on. The difference between person A and person B is not intelligence. It is not income. It is not luck. It is the decision made today. 30 is not a deadline. It is a starting line. The people who look back at their 30s with gratitude are not the ones who had everything figured out. They are the ones who started, imperfectly, slowly, with whatever they had, and kept going. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a first move. Stop the bleeding, build the cushion, kill the debt, start investing, grow your income. 5 moves, one at a time. The best time to start was 10 years ago. The second best time is today. Start today.